Okay, so this week on the Aerodrome Racing Show, we are heading to the aerodrome to send the Coaxial concept RC aircraft, and there it is there with two drone motors at the rear and a new push-push configured aircraft. Yes, you won't see too many planes like this in the world. So it is a fully 3D printed design. It has a flight controller, and on the series we have been making it and designing it. And on this episode, we're heading to the aerodrome for its maiden flight. Okay, so the episode starts right now. Okay, so here we are at Aerodrome Racing HQ. I'm Harry. And I'm Richard, and thanks so much for joining in on the Coaxial concept RC aircraft. Yes, here it is on the bench behind us, powered by two drone motors and a flight controller. That's all been enabled on the previous episodes, so make sure you go back and check out that. And on this episode, we're going to do some last minute configurations on Ardupilot, and then it's off to the field for maiden flight. Let's get into it. Okay, so it's game time for the center of gravity CG. Where do we put the battery? Originally, we were thinking we would put it up here at the front, because that seems kind of a logical place. Seems like a logical place. And of course, you have to sort of figure out where would the CG be. Most aircrafts, it would be on the main wing, and it would be about here somewhere along this kind of area. So I guess, keeping with the theme, if it works for most aircrafts, it should work for this one. But of course, that's too far. That's kind of what we're thinking. So it's actually kind of surprising that you'd have all the weight way back here, since the motors are way back there too. So it should be interesting. So we're going to have to see what happens on the day when we go and send it at the field. It's looking good. We may have to change that on the fly. Yeah. Not mid-flight. I don't think you can change that, swap the batteries mid-flight. So that's where we're sitting, and we're going to have to jump into some of the calibrations and work out these trims, get the trims right. So let's dive into that part. And make sure to stick around to the very end, where we send this guy for the real deal at the aerodrome. Okay, what are you doing? I need some air valves in there, because of course all the electronics like the battery and it's to get a bit warm. So we thought we'd better add one in. This compartment will have one. That's where all the main things like the flight controller, the ESCs, they all sit in there. So yeah, once the Richard's all finished, the idea is the air comes in here and the air comes in there too. So that'll be good for cooling. And we also got to add some battery straps. Yeah. And while Richard's doing that, I'll work on these wheels. We'll just take them off again. These are TPU wheels that we've made. The last episode we were running this, taxing this guy up and down, and the wheel fell off. Didn't it, Richard? And hopefully I can tighten this one up, and then it stays there permanently. That's the plan anyway. Permanent thread locker. It's like foot locker. Tighten this up as best I can, and then that should keep it true. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart on us. And these TPU pieces that we have designed and made. I think the only ones were PETG and TPU for bouncy rubber on the outside. And I believe you can get them available for download on our Patreon page. What do you think? Think it's better? Okay, there's one down. One down, and that'll bond, and then we'll do the other side. So we're working on the battery straps. Yeah, so just sort of like a basic battery strap. Just use something like this. Put a foam on the side there. What's that going to do? Is it going to move? No. What's next? I guess we can hook it up to Ardupilot. Start looking at that side. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go do that.
Circle. Return to launch. Stabilize.
Good to see. Shipping away nicely. And we just wait for those satellites to come in. Okay, we've got 15 satellites. Yeah, right at the bottom. 16 satellites. One just came in. Never enough. Never enough satellites.
Armed.
Yes. Like in it. Let's go down. Stick is moving to the right. So that one should come up. That's coming up. Excellent. Stick is going to the left. That's coming up. Excellent. Going up together, down together. So that needs to be trimmed out. So that's fine. What about the rudder? To the right. To the left. Okay, going up on throttle. Yes, is it going in the right direction, Richard? Yeah. You put your hand on the other side. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep well away from this propeller. Yep, she's working on it. She's working.
Disarmed.
Okay. So we know it's going the right direction. All the flight controllers manipulating correctly. And now we can work on trimming these guys out. 3, 2, 1, go! HR Racing, HR Racing, HR Racing, yeah! Welcome to show the HR Racing Show! And we're your hosts, I'm Harry. And I am Richard. Thanks very much for tuning in on the Coaxial Concept RC Aircraft Maiden Flight Day. Yes, exciting stuff. And where have we been on this journey? Inspired by the game Crimson Skies, we've CAD designed it, 3D printed it, assembled it, flashed it with Ardupilot flight controller. Oh yes. And of course on live streams, we have done all the undercarriage and landing gear, and it's at some point you got to do it. You got to send it, and that is today. What else have we done? We've also done the wind tunnel testing. We've adjusted that rear motor bar because of course the community suggested a more aerodynamic motor bar at the back there, so we adjusted that, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good indeed. Also an inverted rudder, very different to most planes, very exciting, and it is the new version. You may have heard of a push-pull plane. This is the new type design. This is our design, which is the push-push configuration. Exciting stuff, and we are going to be sending it on this particular episode, so make sure you stick around to the very end and give this video the thumbs up, share and subscribe to see more of this kind of content, and make sure you go back and check out the full series. That's right, there's a lot to see. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into it. We've been trimming it, so you can see automatically that the fins all line up, the rudder, the flaperons, and if we move, say, this flap to the right, it should drop down and go back to center. And same for this other side, so there we go, and then it's centered. Yeah, that's cool, and then the rudder, yep, to the right, to the left. Feels like it might have enough power. And now we thought we'd go and test the landing gear on the tarmac to see what it's going to do. That's right, the vibrations are pretty minimal and we're getting good steering control. So we thought it's all going well, we'll head off to the field and see what the real thing's like. Yes, exciting stuff, and let's hit the warp speed. Let's get there quicker. Okay, so here we are at the field. We are going into position, and this is it here. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. A little bit of wind that's picked up, which is good. We want to see wind. CG at the moment, we've got it positioned about here along the spar, so might have to change that, and we'll find out, I guess. What's your thoughts, Richard? Got to be optimistic, right? Yeah, might as well. The helicopter just zooming past there. Awesome stuff.
It's not too much to ask. Can you plug your charger into me? I'm in need of some good electrons.
Okay, plug it in. Pretty close. Pretty cool. Okay, so we're doing down the hatches. Okay, you want to do some pre-flight checks? Up and down, all around. Left to right on the rudder, yeah. Seems good. All good? Yeah, maybe we got it. Okay, sweet. Ah, stop there! No! Oh no! Must be too bumpy for it, Richard. Maybe. The wheels gave up, as you can see. There's one missing. So you can't fly on that, guys. You can't fly on that. No. Okay. So we'll try and put it back on. Okay, so as you can tell, we're doing a taxi. This just disconnected. So maybe the glue didn't have a very good bond? Yeah. Either way, nothing broke or anything like that. Yeah, so we're going to try and put some more epoxy on at the field and see if we can do a repair. It's still on proper. I thought we had a pretty good bond before. Oh, I was pretty stoked with it. But obviously, crash runway, kind of settle for anything other than trying to erase that glue from drying. It's going to pull it down. It's going to pull it down. Yep. Which way is the wind blowing now, Richard? There isn't really any wind in the air. It's sort of towards me. What about there, do you reckon? Yeah. Once again, the wind's changing direction. So more coming towards us here. So you might need to sort of place it so it goes sort of up there. Okay. Got the best chance of success. How's the ground going, all right? Bumpy. But the wheels didn't come off. Okay, I think we need to adjust that camera. It rolled around. The onboard camera. But the wheels didn't come off, so hey. Okay, the wins. We'll take the small victory, and yeah, we just adjust that camera because it's very hard to see upside down. Rolled over. Yep, and no damage so far, so that's good. After all, there's no point doing a stunt if you can't film it. Just try and get a little glide. Whoa, it's quick. Okay, so that was about 80%. So use the whole runway up and you can steer. It's a bit left and righty, but you know. And also the front canard wheel looks like it, oh, let's go and have a look anyway. Looks like it keeps dropping the nose. Oh yeah. So, so that's really helped the lift generation. It looks like it's really quick. So I didn't get to max throttle, but I got to about 80%. Also, the other thing that you did do here, yeah, wheel didn't come off. So that's already a victory. Maybe ideally have a bit more rubber band for the suspension. See, it's keeled over like that. Oh yeah. Do we have another rubber band in the car? Maybe. Might need a bit more tension. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do these rubber bands a bit tighter on this nose wheel. Okay, armed. Hopefully this is the time, man. Whoa! How was that? So it didn't take off? No, it didn't take off. So the wheels were better, right? The wheels didn't drop down. Do you think it's too heavy? What do you reckon? It's definitely got power. Power's not the issue. Yeah. Did it drop down at the front? Not that I could see. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see because it will still be in the configuration. Once I got up to a little bit of speed, I could straighten it out a bit. So once that nose wheel is going for it, yeah. No, it looks fine. It's still up. Still up, right? Yeah. Okay. So maybe we've got the right tension now on the front nose. Yeah. So you can look at the positive. So wheels are holding. The power is there from those great hobby wing motors. It's still intact. Let's have a look. What do you reckon? The other thing is it's quite a calm day today. I actually thought it was going to take off on that one. What did you think? Did too. I mean, if it's too heavy, that's only minor, really. That's only just a bit of a reprint in that way. So what we'll do is we'll swap the battery out. Yeah, put the battery into charge. Is there any need for that? You have a chance of coming in, otherwise. It's not the biggest battery in the world. No. But it's a test battery. It's a stunt. Okay, so it's a brand new battery. So basically what I think is happening at the moment is you're not getting quite enough in a straight line to build up enough momentum to get up to airspeed. It's effectively flying like a jet, right? It's a jet, right? It's a coaxial jet. Coaxial concept plane. Nobody said that a prototype plane easy. No, they didn't say that. That's why it's called a prototype plane. So far, exciting, and we're having fun, and hopefully you guys are too. Looks like it. Oh no! I think the nose went down, Richard.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, so there's a bit of carnage.
Okay, so what do we lose?
The inverted rudder. Oh, so the feet came off completely.
Yeah,
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Okay, so the feet disconnected. So that rudder, I think the rudder came off.
Okay, yeah.
And the wheels came both off. 1, 2, and 3. Oh no.
Okay. Okay, let's quickly disconnect it.
Looks like the air speed monitor disconnected itself and buried itself in the dirt. There you go. But it looks okay. It looks like it's just disconnected itself, and there's the cable there. So we're okay there, I think. That's disappointing, but these are repairable parts, and they're not such a big deal. It's only really, is anything else out damaged? Just need to resolder that. That's only minor.
Anything underneath?
Just a cable, the fin came off the back. That's only minor, but it was going max out speed on that one.
Yeah. So what do you think went wrong on that one?
I think the ground would have helped. But there you go, the plane didn't technically disintegrate other than the rudder. But these things do happen.
Looking at it, it looks like there's zero carnage. But of course, underneath you can see that the inverted rudder is missing and the front steering wheel is missing. But other than that, oh, and the airspeed sensor popped off. No big deal there. So for a second, when the wheels came off, it went. So technically, you could say success. If you, we're choosing to look at the glass half full, so we're saying success. Ambitiously, yes. Okay, so without further ado, back to H&R Drone Racing HQ. Back. Yeah, so an exciting episode, and don't go anywhere because we will be sending this guy only minor repairs and a little bit of reprint here and a little bit of reprint there, and then we will be back in the air, so don't go anywhere. What was your highlights, Harry, for this one? Just going to the field, you know, just getting to that point where you're going to send it. Quite a lot of our projects on the show are officially in the flight testing phase, so it's pretty exciting. Last week we did the maiden flight test and configuration of the FPV wingsuit deployment aircraft. Oh yes. So yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. So make sure you stick around to see all that coming up on the channel. So saying that, let's jump into the next segment. The movie of the week is Top Gun. Yes, I feel the need for speed. Yes, and that is it. You should check it out because we were watching it this morning and I think it's pretty cool. So there you go. So saying that, let's move on to the next segment. But what he didn't say was, you know, it's like the 20th time that we've seen it. It's still good. Okay, so final thoughts. It was just the runway. You can see clearly in that footage there how bumpy the ground really is, but it is grass, so it's not tarmac. You can see at the very beginning of this episode, we were doing some drive arounds and some drive-bys, would you say? That's right, on the nice tarmac there, and of course, the differences are quite vast. But of course, with the grass runway, it's what we've got, and also it makes it an interesting challenge, and certainly to travel along the ground that's so aggressive on it to take off. Yes. And what was the other point that we wanted to cover was, of course, that once it built up to speed and it was getting pretty close to takeoff, you could see that the front nose wheel suspension was actually dropping it down, and in fact causing kind of like spoiler on the back of a car effect, where it was actually the wind would be coming along and then pushing it down at the same time. It's very hard to get lift that way. Yeah. So that will be something that we need to clean up in the future. And of course, very minor damage whatsoever. Effectively, just the inverted rudder needed to be reprinted. So maybe we might need to go lighter with some of the parts. Let us know in your comments. It all helps. That way we can get this guy into the air, and that's what it's all about. Sending it, get that flight in. Yes, that's right. We have to thank all our sponsors. Special note to Hobby Wing and Kiwi Fuel for making this particular series possible. Remember to join us on live streams, and of course, dive in at the very beginning into this episode as well. If you want to see all these projects get into the air faster, make sure you jump over to our Patreon page, and let's get into next week's episode. I am Harry. And I'm Richard. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go! H&R Drone Racing, H&R Drone Racing, H&R Drone Racing, yeah!